that gonna work? There we go. Press the wrong button. Brilliant. Right then, we are live. We're back in Final Fantasy XIV playing Stormblood. We completed the main story of... Well, we completed the basic expansion Stormblood yesterday, and today we're jumping right into post-patch content with Arenvold's Adventure, which was apparently given to us by Lise. But yeah, I say we jump right in. Oh, I just realised the notification's gone out on Discord. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I should be streaming for 4 to 5 hours today, roughly between 4 and 5 hours. We'll see. But yeah, I say we get straight into it with Lise. Yeah, the game's just checking the preview on my phone there. Game's not lagging. That's all good. Levels are all good. Mike's in a alright place. There we go. Let's have a chat with Lise. Oh, not Monago. Lise. Right, Arenvold's Adventure. Oh, we're down to like the minuscule amount of XP now. We're only going to get like 50k XP per quest. It's going to take us a long time to hit 77 on that. You know, Lise seems troubled. What's up, Lise? What's going on? I've got my quest tracker up, so I'm ready.
Come to see how we're getting on?
Straight into the voice. Love it. Yeah.
We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one big issue we still have to address.
And what's that big issue?
Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here. Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
I think we have a solution already for leadership, don't we? I think that's kind of been, you know,
Suffice
determined.
it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
Yeah.
If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion.
True. Just bring that a bit closer.
For the time being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future. Maybe, yes, that's fine. But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches. The reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't. I've just realised what I really should have done throughout the whole of Stormblood is I've just noticed Lise has blue eyes but wears red. Because I've got red eyes, I should have worn blue. Oh well.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Whatever. I think what I might do though is I might wear... well, yeah, so I think going forward I might wear a certain colour outfit for a certain story.
I've been searching all over for you.
So while we're doing Stormblood I'll wear the red, and then maybe in Shadowbringers I'll wear the purple, and then Endwalker I'll wear the blue or something, or the white. White could be good. Yeah, we'll go white on Endwalker, I think.
Don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me?
Yeah, sure. What's going on?
I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure?
Yeah, that's why I accepted the quest.
We were adventurous before we were scions, were we not?
Yeah.
After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots?
Okay.
So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
Yeah, go on then. Twist my arm, why don't you? Cool, let's go find Alphino then. I'm guessing that's what the first point, like, first objective's going to be. Like, talk to Alphino. Yeah, speak with... oh, speak with Aaron. Oh, sorry, no, speak with you. Okay. Right then, let's go and find Master Levier. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh for our little adventure. Wait for us by the Aetherite. We'll be along shortly. See you there. Okay, well then, no, we're not going to find Alphino, apparently. He's going to find Alphino. Okay, that's a short quest. I genuinely thought there'd be a bit more adventuring in this quest, but apparently not. Huh. It's fine, I guess. We'll just work around it. You know, we'll oh hey, just out of curiosity, what's your quest? Oh, yeah, I reckon that's gonna lead to a raid. Yeah, we'll just have to, like, I suppose we'll be doing the adventure in the next quest, I guess. Maybe. I just remembered in part of the cutscenes yesterday we did find Omega, or it was implied we found Omega in that deep hole. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to do that as part of this story, or maybe it might very well be that the hunt for Omega quest. I don't know. Like, we'll see. Greetings, Sunbucks. Would seem we are to accompany Ironbold in some manner of escapade. Have you any idea what we've gotten ourselves into? Allow me to explain. It'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy and Theodoric sat the throne. A uniquely brutal despot by all accounts. That he was. The King of Ruins suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with the monks of the first ended with Braga's Reach being burned to the ground. In the latter years of his rule, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor sods he put to death became the property of the king, and it's said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. Ah, I believe I see the direction our adventure is to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this hidden bounty? You assume correctly. And would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others must surely have gone in search for your prize, tempting as it may seem. Well, of course, we won't be the first to make an attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it had come, and the legend of the Mad King's Trove remains simply that, a legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end there. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine, the three of us delving into decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought of that doesn't set your heart racing. Let's do it. Let's go treasure diving. That was a nice quick quest though. You've learnt the emote box, because apparently that is like vital to like getting through the rest of the story. We need to box. That's probably going to come up at some point. I don't, it might do. Anyway, the darkness below. Ooh, what's this? A banded chest containing the complete set of Diarium Yaku armor offending. Slaying, aiming. Okay, so I want slaying, obviously. Okay, so I'm level 370 gear, I think. Yeah, well, armor. Require level 70. That's fine. And yeah, item level 370. So what are we wearing at the minute? So our item level, where is it? I'm going crazy. Where's the item level? I've genuinely like got to do something in mind. There it is. I'm going blind. It's right above the level, like the actual level. Okay, so 288, 285, 300, 273, 285. Yeah, so our average item level is 290. So yeah. Okay. Cannot be used in instance areas such as dungeons, PvP areas, or raids. That's fine. Yeah, go on. I mean, we have to do the quest anyway, but just wanted to see what it was all about. Okay. Right. The news of Doma and Alamigo's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the Empire. I hear the imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in rebellion, which means the Guardians must surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge such a diversion? Tell us, Ironvold, have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunters fared, nosing around the palace ain't likely to get us anywhere, so we'll probably need to ask around? Would that be another way of saying no? Well, yeah. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the Allied Archivist and request access to the records seized by the Imperials. Hey, Wolfmage, how you doing? Interesting command. I didn't even know I had a bunk command in my chat. I'm guessing that's wait, hold on a second. Do you have a bot running on your own account? Because I just realised it was your account that also sent the bot reply. Fair enough. How you doing today? How are things? Right, so Alphina's gonna have a look through some archives. You don't, I typed it. So you did the command and then you pasted a message in? Fair enough, okay. The Galleons are... Yeah, the Galleons are meticulous about such things. If they uncover the trove during their occupation, the event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in Theodoric's day. Given that they would have been been at least 20 at the time, you would be looking for people who have seen 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Arenvold, pray try your luck in the fringes and the peaks, while Sunbucks makes the rounds in the Alamegan Quarter. And there I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I mind, of course. Let's be about it, eh? We can meet afterwards at Gilbard's Gate. Go on then. This should be pretty easy. Just got to have a chat with some people, don't I? They have to be like right on top of the Aetherite, don't they? Oh. But yeah, how you doing? How you doing, Wolfmage? How are things? Here we go, middle-aged Highlander. In the palace? No, not me, lass. Surely you've heard stories of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions up on the Divine Audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone, suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from atop those steps. Suffice it to say that I'd stayed as far away from the palace as possible. Okay, so not you then. Thanks. Over here, mature maid. You want to hear an old maid's stories, do you? Aye, well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see his royal majesty when he deigned to attend the executions he had ordered, and after a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. Okay, so not you either then. It's almost like no one wanted to work for the Mad King. Why wouldn't you want to work for a Mad King? Like, really? Sounds like such fun. Right, retired Rogadin. I served at the pleasure of King Theodoric and lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life, and one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which of course were under the orders. We were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, trying not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. If you're hell's bent on finding out what happened in the palace, head down the street here and ask old Arnold. He was the king's head scribe. Ooh. Do you have /play Nio or Nio 2? No. What are those? I've never heard of that before. Yeah, Arnold. Yes, I'm Arnold. What do you want with me? You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavoury memories? Yet if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Theodoric's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen? Those were terrible enough, but in his last days, the king's fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a chosen few were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court Thermitage to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family, a magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. Even now, my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness, then mayhap it is kindness that the monarchy ended with him. Ooh, interesting. They are Souls-likes. I've never played any of the I've never played any Soul-like game. I haven't played any of the Souls games or Souls-like games. So, having said that, though, that's not because I don't want to. It's just I just haven't really played them. I just haven't gotten around to it. Here we go. Let's have a chat with Ironwold. I see you tried to send a link. Got to send it on the Discord because, you know, links are disabled. Right. Ironwold, talk to me, son. Tell me, what did you find out? Since we're all here, why don't we share what we learned? Allow me to begin then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial record for any mention of fantastic treasuries, and found precisely none. It is possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself. But I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find won't stay secret for long. That would stay secret for long. I conclude that our prize either does not exist, or that the Imperials somehow overlooked it. Hey, Wolf! Oh, how you doing? How are things? But what of you, Sunbucks? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Oh, okay. The fact we're skipping over Ironwold tells me that he's found something juicy. Turned into monsters. And what could he mean by this darkness beneath the palace, I wonder? I met an old man in Alagiri who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison, but he said naught of cursed abominations. The Imperial archives were also silent on the subject of fiends inside the palace grounds. I'm good, brother. How are you? I'm good, thanks. Yeah. Playing some Final Fantasy XIV. You know, unsurprisingly, I guess, but yeah. Right. Could this scribe fellow have been spinning a yarn, do you think? Did you believe him, Sunbucks? His fear seemed genuine. Plus, I think it sounds pretty cool. Oh, lovely Wolf Major. I'll be checking those out. Yeah, I'll check them out after I finish streaming. If he was afraid, that does lend credence to the tale, though I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty. Aaron, I'm having a bit of a stroke. Arnold, there we go. Arnold's anecdote may well have told us where the trove is hidden, but ere I share my theory, there is a matter I will clarify. Well, doing a few bits and bobs, so just going to do this. Look, oh, fair enough, no worries. Hope it all goes well with the bits and bobs. Ironwold, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? Oh, hydrate. Thank you very much. Yeah, very hydrating. It wasn't all pretense, I swear it, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a Malagalian blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my Alamegan mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was emerging an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pureblood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage, and took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. I see. In the end, she turned me out into the street, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo. A feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived, but I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me, and joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that road led me into the company of the Scions. I tell you this so you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread, while Theodoric's gold, with Theodoric's gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Ironvold, and I apologise. That cannot have been pleasant to recall, but I felt it best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Sunbucks, are you content to surrender the treasure to Ironvold's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? Yeah. I got like 750 grand in my retainer. I'm not too fussed about the treasure. Then I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's trove, if you are minded to hear it. Oh, absolutely. Right, we're gonna get the slaying one. There we go. We get some decent armor. Right, we're doing well so far. We're 2 quests in. 2 out of 40. Right, what do we get? Did we get something decent then? Wait. Oh, accessories. I thought it was actual armor. I genuinely didn't realize it was accessories. Are they any good? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, yes. Yeah, they are very good. Well, I mean, the earrings. You know, I've still got Memphini's earrings, which are just they're good. They are just better than everything I've got, and they will be like forever. But you know, cool. Unfortunately, this encounter plays so I can. No, I can't use Granada. Bugger. Oh well, it's whatever. Right, Alphino, talk to me. Alphino seems eager to share his theory. Now, something I know for a fact is this is a dungeon quest, so that should be fun. Actually, mayhap it would be better if we first adjourn to a more suitable location. In case a rival hunter overhears your plans, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of Loch Seld. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, I know for a fact that this is a dungeon quest. So yeah, should be fun. Can I talk to you, please? I like getting into dungeons, so that's good. Speaking of which, at some point today, I'm thinking I might do Siren Song C. That's the one. Yeah, because there's actually a pet I want in there, a minion. No, that one there. At some point I'm probably going to do this off stream, but at some point I do want to go through like all of the dungeons I can and collect as many of the minions as I can. With the exception of the ones I've already got, of course. So I've already got the Slime, Ultros, the Marble Ceiling, the Jellyfish Uriel, the Jellyfish or whatever it's called. I don't know why I'm like trying to guess here. Let me have a look. Yeah, the Marble Ceiling was a dungeon drop. Slime Puddle was a dungeon drop. The Ultros was a trial? I think that was a trial drop. I think the community that was a story one, wasn't it? What else is there? I think the Naughty Nanka might have been dungeon, maybe. What else? That's all I actually have here, but I've got more. Minion guide. Oh, but you forgot about the Griffin Hatchling. That isn't a dungeon drop. That's you get that for using tombstones. And there's another one as well. It might have actually been this here that was a tombstone one as well. I wasn't sure. I can't remember. It was actually. Anyway, I want to go through collect minions basically. Where am I going? I've just realised I overshot this. My bad. But yeah, that should be fun. We'll see. We'll see whether or not we do Siren Song Theater. We might not. I can't talk today. What is going wrong with me? Like, genuinely, for some reason, my brain is not working. How did you make the macros for your job sets? I will show you after this little cutscene. Forgive me, it was not my intention to draw out proceedings. I simply wish to have the lock in sight when I explain things. He doesn't think it's down there, does he? Prior to the great flood of the 6th Umbral Calamity, the salt lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines. And this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scala, which rose and fell during the 5th Astral Era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war. yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Seld. It is my belief that the darkness beneath the palace mentioned by Theodoric's former scribe was not a reference to the prison, but to a place still further below, the ruins of Scala. If I surmise that the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down there not simply out of a desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration, Theodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait, you're saying they were meant to guard the Mad King's trove? How did I know he was going to say precisely? I was genuinely about to say precisely. Precisely. And since we know that the court Thermitage was involved, we can safely assume that any entrance into the old city would have been magically concealed. Which would explain our legion of Imperial soldiers, and the gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. We, however, have certain advantages which they did not. Which they did not enjoy. Oh, okay, no, yeah. I'm having a bit of a moment trying to understand what he's saying there. Like, we have certain advantages which they did not enjoy. I get it. So, as in, we have certain advantages over them that makes it easier on us. Yeah. Sunbucks, would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route into the ruins? While you do that, Ironvold and I will seek out an ensorcelled portal within the palace. Whatever that means. I get it, it's because I can breathe underwater, yeah. Yeah, so my job sets. So you mean these, I'm guessing? All of this stuff. The thing that lets me like switch between all my jobs and whatnot. Yeah. I don't dare change to any of the ones without an icon because they are terrible. I like their low level. Apparently I've got Astrologer and I don't remember unlocking that, but sure. Dark Knight, Gunbreaker. So. Magic Portal. Is that what an ensorcelled or whatever it was portal? A magic portal. Fair enough. But yeah, in terms of the job things, so it's just a macro. So if I go use the macros and go to shared, I've got all of these ones here. And all it is just a macro where the icon, I use M icon to set the icon, and I use the soulstone as the icon, and then I just gear set change 1. If I go into here, gear set list, yeah, like it's you know, you just all you do is you create a macro that changes your gear set to that class, and then yeah, I just set the icon to be equal to the soulstone for the class that I'm referencing. So 1's monk, 2's marauder. So if we find warrior, it's 2. 3 is Stelmater, so that's black mage. Black mage is 3. Gladiator becomes paladin, I think. Yeah. And the only reason these ones here that you see that don't have an icon, like the only reason they don't have an icon is because I don't have the soul. You have to have the item for it to work, for the icon to work. So that then tells you, you know, from there you can then gauge how many classes I've got over 30. Like warrior and paladin I don't have over 30. DPS I haven't got ninja, black mage, blue mage, bard or summoner over 30. Blue mage I haven't unlocked yet. I've got the quest, I just haven't done it. Then healers, white mage and scholar I don't have over 30, so yeah. Yeah, so that's that. So that's how I got the things working. And I mean that's how my entire menu works as well, so but yeah. If you're referring to the entire menu, then in that case it's a bit more tricky. To show that I have to go character configuration, hotbars, and I have to show all of my hotbars. And then I'll just say switch to carpenter. So this is all my jobs, specifically, yeah, these are the jobs. All I've done is my various different crafting jobs and gathering as well. So miner has minions, and botany has the main menu. Fishing has the mounts. But essentially each job for the 5, 6 and 7 hotbars, I've got like presets, and then 8, 9, and 10 are shared. 10 being the main one. So if I go back to botany, yeah. So this is hotbar 10. This is hotbar. This is then hotbar 10 when you hit the button. Yeah, and then all of these individual things here then copy the hotbars from the other classes into the shared 8 and 9 slots. So yeah, so for example, if I switch over to minor, so when I hit my minions button, it copies minors 6 and 7 into the shared 8 and 9. Yeah, just had to remember which way it goes. Yeah, so it copies minus 6 and 7 into shared 8 and 9. Yeah, that's right. Bit tricky to follow it around, but yeah, it's all just macros, so it's all in shared. You got your menu one, which copies. There you go. So hotbar copy botanist 6 to share 10, and then when you hit the cancel, which is this button down here, it copies botanist 7 to 10, and then it then copies 5, which is a blank hotbar, to 9 and 8, so it blanks it out. The mounts button. So if I go menu and then hit mounts, if I move this over here, you get these here, which comes from Fisher 6 and 7 to 8 and 9. That's basically it, and all these buttons do the same thing. So yeah, I've got my battle classes button, which copies botanist 5, which is a blank one, to 8. So it blanks out the first hotbar here that you can't see, and then copies goldsmith 5, which shows these sort of job role buttons, into share 9, and then when you hit a roll button, so for example tank, copy carpenter 5 to 8, healer is carpenter 6, DPS is carpenter 7. So yeah, it's a good little menu system. It's good fun. I was only talking about job icons. Oh yeah, so in that case then it's yeah, it's using /m icon. So yeah, so M icon sold on the monk item. There you go. Right, let me go ahead and hide the hotbars. So 765 apply, and then let's switch back to monk. There we go. Cool. Right, let's go diving. No, it wants me to search the floor, even though it wants me to go over there. I'm gonna go down here, and I'm guessing it links up under there. Maybe? Yeah, I think it does. Can I sprint underwater? That made me go quicker. I don't know if it does. Oh, it's a little city down there. Will we actually go all the way down there? And it's a shame we don't get like an underwater map, essentially. Oh yeah, I think that's where we've got to go over there, isn't it? Yeah. Is there like a... There probably is like a hole up there. You know you can mount underwater. I know. I forgot. I know. I did forget that, yes. Thank you very much. Here we go. Right, let's stop off at the destination. Can I please? There we go. Search the ruins on the locked floor. Yeah. Nice, this is. You discover a passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Oh, I will. Here we go. Much quicker. Lovely. Stone door. You come to a worn stone door standing temptingly ajar. It would appear you have found an entrance into the subterranean ruins. Ooh. Oh, is that Alphino? Sunbucks is Alphino. We have searched a prison beneath the palace and found a door concealed by enchantments. Have you ought to report? Yeah, I found a door. And you believe it leads into the ruins? Excellent. Then I propose we proceed from our respective entry points and look to meet somewhere in the middle. Oh, come on, you two. We might as well... Oh, here we go. It's Arenvold. Oh, come on, you two. We might as well make it a race. Victory goes to the first adventurer to find the treasure. Godspeed. Alright then, well. The drowned city of Scala now accessible. Okay, what is that? That is one weird effect. Alright, well let's get ourselves queued up for that. Hopefully the wait time's not too long. Oh wow, okay, the wait time wasn't too long at all. Jesus Christ, that was quick. Doing / Drowned City of Scala. Looking forward to this. The scary things it's level 70. Although having said that, you do get I get synced down to things. Yeah, I was gonna say like it's getting dangerously close to my actual level. But yeah, it's fine. Right, let's get rid of that. Bring up Fist of Fire and meditation. Right. Sorry, your item level has been synced to 370. Yeah, I don't. My item level isn't 370 normal. So thanks. Has it actually been synced to 370? No, not really. Oh, I need to move out of that. That's probably a good idea. Here we go. We bopping things. I think we seem to be doing alright here. Oh, you are dead. So are you. Boom. Noise. Oh my god, there's more enemies. I genuinely didn't see these guys. This is nice. I can just sort of stand here and be like out of their AoEs. That's cool. I really think you should try Summoner. Is it good? Isn't it all changing though in Endwalker? Like if I start playing Summoner now, it's going to be completely different. Oh, you mean after the changes? Yeah, I'll give it a go after the changes. No reason why I can't. The music's interesting in here. Right, now we can go back to single target attacks. Boom. Oh, little guys here. There you go, the big guy. Did you watch the videos I posted? Oh no, I've already seen those videos. Well, not those particular ones, but I was already aware of the changes, so I haven't actually seen them. No, not the ones you sent. Because you sent them by it was Larry, wasn't it? I haven't actually seen his particular one. Where's my master again? But yeah, when was it the official 14 channel? I don't know if it was the official 14 channel or something, but when the official job changes video was launched, I remember watching that. Oh, okay, something tells me we need to be out of the water. Good to know. Do that. What are you doing over there? I don't want to go in the water. I don't really want to. I don't want to go in the water. Ow. Is he gonna come out of the water? Because that would be nice. Ow. Do that. What is going on there? Stay away from me. I've dropped one of those and that. Ow. There we go. Now I can actually get behind him. Cool. That hurt. Why didn't the tank take much damage there? Tank managed to swerve that one, didn't he? Got one of those. Oh, I don't like this. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Go away. Ow. What is with... Whoa, what's going on? Leave me alone. Okay, I'm assuming we're all good. Bit crazy. Alright, let's breed both of those. Bubble was following me. What was that about? I don't think it went boom. Something happened to it. One of these guys. I've been intentionally like ignoring you. There's one of these outside the final dungeon yesterday, wasn't there? Outside Alamigo. Not too hard though, is it really? Let's be honest, it's quite easy. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Not what I wanted to do at all. I'll take it though. Okay, let's get out of that. Okay. Jesus. I think I'm all good. I think I'm all good. Right, and I would use Forbidden Chakra, but there's not really any point, is there? Let's be honest. The only thing I don't like about these AoEs is that you don't automatically target an enemy. Bit annoying. So like when there's one enemy remaining, like I would like to just be targeting that enemy. Are they using... They're using that on Surge. The question is, do I hit them? Oh, I do. I think I hit them both from here. This is cool. Okay, let's avoid that one. Sunbucks shot. Look at this. Oh god, avoid that. Smashing it. What is it with them casting this, like, these spells on me? That one's dead over there, so let's just focus on this one. And then, screw it, let's do that. Because I can always, like, recast Enlightenment. There we go. Easy. There's more loot. Read that. Okay, let's not get caught up in that, thanks. Are we all good? We're all good, we're all good. I'm guessing that green tether is like the healer, like constantly healing the tank. There we go. Nice. Some gear. Let's just read it all. Thank you. Oh, I just realised I'm walking in the tank. Like I'm ahead of the tank. It's not good. Okay. I think we're good at the minute. Make sure I'm not in any AoEs. That's probably a good idea. Well, that one's dead. 2 dead. 3, 4 dead, and it's just you. So I say we just start waiting on them, yeah. Boom. Sorted. Any new loot? No. Beat the old one. Right, hopefully there's nothing too crazy about this one. Obviously just avoid the telegraphed attacks. That'll be a good idea. Ooh, avoid that! Yeah, we're destroying these things. Okay. I'm hoping there's not an order to him. Cool. Okay, I apparently looted. Someone looted something. I looted something. Thank you. We're in battle. I don't need to loot something right now, please. Right, let's. Oh my god. Would you stop spinning around, please? Right, then let's get back behind you. There you go. Awesome. Are you doing another one of those? Oh, okay. Whoa. What? What do we do? Genuinely, I have no idea. Okay. That worked. Whatever I did worked, apparently. Sweet, I'll take it, I'll take it. Oh god, can you like not? Yeah, I genuinely have no idea what that was all about when we got turned into, was it Spriggans? Oh god, is he doing it again? Yeah, he's doing it again. What are we actually supposed to do? I genuinely have no idea. Oh, no, I think I get it. I think, yeah, that summons a crystal thing and then we blow it up. Is that right? Yes. Okay, I'm picking up on that one. And apparently why did I just get given another thing? But yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'm following along now. I get it. Cool. Easy. It's easy, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. Greed. Greed. Thank you. Pretty easy. Wasn't exactly hard, was it? Right. No one wants a treasure coffer. Where are we going here? We're going left? I think we're going left. Oh, what are you? We just avoid it? No, of course you can't. It's not too hard, is it? Oh. Got to weave around things. That's all. Go on, let's drop a dragon kick. Tornado kick, rather. I always get those two confused. And it's just you two. Cool. And then we just bop you. Box. Awesome. Are we supposed to... yeah. That scares me. Okay. That wasn't frightening at all. Make sure I'm not standing in any telegraph attacks. Why am I getting stuff in the middle of a fight? Please stop it. Oh, don't stand in AoE, please. I just stood in an AoE of a telegraphed attack. No, I guess it is an AoE, isn't it? Really? Why am I slowed down? Leave me. Why? Can you? I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. No! I'm gonna fall. I know I am. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No way. Oh, that was really lucky. That was really lucky. Jesus Christ. And I just got caught in that bloody AoE, didn't I? I didn't really mean to. But I kind of did. Oh, what does it give me? Avoid that. Okay, we're all good. We're all good. Right, that's one of them dead. The second one's almost dead. I mean, this guy isn't going to last much longer. He's dead. Yeah, he's sorted. Sweet. Then it's these two. Well, let's drop a dragon kick. Oh, get out of that. Thank you. Here we go. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, I'm getting smacked a bit here. Jesus Christ. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, they are like smashing. Jesus Christ. That's not really melee friendly, is it? That tank's dead. And so is the healer, actually. Tell you what, screw it. Let's try and take you out. No, come back here. You're like so close to dying. Come here. There we go. So that's at least that one dead. Let's try and take you out. Yep. What are you gonna? What are you gonna do? You just gotta survive. Just gotta survive. Come on. I mean, I will admit this one's a little bit trickier. Oh, okay, you're dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Come on, we're so close. We're so close. 22. I'm so gonna die. 20. 19. Ow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so dead. Ow. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm dead. 12%. Come on. 11%. It's good fun, why not? Let's be honest. Right. Let's get ourselves there you go, that's that sorted. Nice, right, I'm just gonna, while I'm walking, I'm gonna pour myself another drink. I'm just gonna have to turn. There we go. Oh, I completely forgot I've got to use the bloody... Yeah, I've got to turn into King Boo, haven't I? While I'm King Booing it, let me just keep pouring. Right then. And then I've got to get over here. King Boo again. Get across here. Pour my drinks even more. There we go. Sorted. And that's how it's done. Any more loot added to the pile? Yes. Greed. Oh, let's need it. Because I'm one of those people. Guys, come on, it's just the one guy left. Let's just take it out. Alright, let's stop faffing about. What's this here? Corporal forms ordered. Okay. If we can, like, just, come on, like, let's get this done seriously. See, like, that was easy. See? What hard was it? Don't know why we were struggling. Although I will admit, would have been so cool had I killed that guy, and they're all still back there running because they died, and I would have killed it, and I would have triggered the cutscene, wouldn't I? Yeah. Oh, that guy's bigger than he looks in the cutscene. That guy is massive. Right, I've got to keep my eyes on mechanics and make sure I'm not, like, dying. Let's drop all of our... There you go, all those attacks. He's already down 5%. I love it. Yeah, this guy's massive. He looks a lot bigger than he does in the cutscene. Cool. Raises his tail. Okay. Ooh. It's funny actually. Literally just before stream. Okay, that's one of those avoid things. Yeah, no, just before. Oh, ow. Just before stream, I was actually looking up terms for. Oh, I don't know what it. Okay, I apparently was a walking AOE. Sure. What? Dude, get away from me! Anyway, now what was I saying? Yeah, before stream, I was looking up terminology. That's right. Let's drop one of those. And yeah, I was looking up terminology, and part of it was like telegraph, which, you know, who doesn't know what telegraph means? But it was mentioning about how, like, certain bosses, they don't necessarily give you an actual, you know, yellow marker on the ground. You've actually got to, you know, there you go, like Razor's Tail. You've got to look out for this kind of stuff. Like, certain context clues will be given in the chat, and, you know, sometimes they'll physically do something that maybe isn't mentioned. Oh, it's this thing where we've got to actually move. Ow. So yeah, that was quite fresh in my mind. Because there's a Razor's Claws. Yeah, so there you go, that's another one. Yeah, so I've just got to not be in front of them. But yeah, so I know there's a boss. I think it's... Oh god. Yeah, there's a boss, I think, in Realm Reborn. Ow. Oh, I walked into it, you bugger. Is it Realm Reborn or Heaven's Sword? Maybe, I don't know. Where you have to watch someone. It's, I think. Oh, it's in Crystal Tower, I think. Oh, move away from the tail. Yeah, it's in Crystal Tower where you have to watch for the guy to raise his arm or something. I think I got really lucky with that one. Oh! Ow. Alright, I'm gonna try and... Dude, just stay there. Just stay there. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, yeah. Cool, we did it. Still, that guy was massive. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, there we go. He's transformed. Interesting stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Why do I look sad? Is it because I killed someone? Like a person? Oh, yeah, let's do a... Oh, I was going to do a thank you very much, but apparently everyone's buggered off. It does mean, though, that I got an orchestration roll. Yay! And I've also got a Heaven's Eye Materia 6. I don't remember getting that. Interesting. Well, I didn't get a chance to commend anyone, unfortunately, but yeah. I got a commendation, though. Boom. What am I wearing? It's like I'm wearing a Christmas bow.
Oh, bugger it.
Oh, hey guys.
Are you all right?
How you doing? Good of you to drop in here.
Aye. Aye. Everything's still attached.
Ah, it seems both our paths led here. Very good.
You know, you guys, all you did was drop through the ceiling. I just had to go through a whole entire dungeon.
We spent altogether too much time fleeing fiends horrid and numerous. How fared you?
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, you know, you don't have to worry about his family. It's fine. We're sorted.
Much the same, then. 'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
If you say so.
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
About what I was expecting, to be honest. I mean...
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Oh, you are welcome. That was a good little, like, you know... small quest chain, I guess. Yeah. Right. Ironvold and I forged ahead at the fastest pace we could have managed, but I was not surprised to find you waiting for us. I suppose it serves us right for challenging the Warrior of Light. Next time we should agree on some manner of a handicap. Yes. We may have lost Alphino, but think of what we found. Quite. I'm still reeling at the sight of that mountain of riches. What, like how you reeled at the sight of that floating spectre, you mean? You should have heard him scream, Sunbucks. Must we tell on such momentary lapses? We found the Mad King's trove and that's all that matters. Oh, bless. Right. Oh, we even get an orchestration roll for this as well. Ironvold is still grinning at Alphino's discomfort. Bless. The butcher's blood. All jesting aside, we must tell people the good news, and I think Lee should be the first. Seconded. There is to be meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so she is sure to be in the city. Should we seek her out? Yeah, go on then. I mean, we could have gone back to Raga's Reach, but whatever. I'm sure it doesn't really matter. Right, where actually... Yeah, okay, she's like proper... all the way on the other side. Cool. That's fine. I really need to get the Aether currents, don't I? I can't fly. Alright, it's catching up on the FC chat. Right, the FC's doing an Alpha 4 Savage. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that is. Right. Hey Lee, how you doing? How are things? Oh, you three look pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lisa, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. And he explains the situation. You're joking? The Mad King's trove? I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people, but they didn't have Sunbucks and Alphino in their party. The credit for finding that should really go to them. As for what to do with it all, I vote it goes towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gods, if there is as much as you say. Ironvold did not exaggerate, I assure you. We could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. I've taken the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you would assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, there is one more thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphino. I don't have a head for details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handing the out sacks of gil won't solve everything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphino. Of course, I should be at your disposal. Commander, we've got a problem. Oh, what's the problem? Deep breaths. Tell me what's happened. A mob's gathered outside headquarters, and they've started making demands. You best come and see for yourself. Hey? What's going on? Uh-oh.
Step back, all of you!
The voice scene. Okay, I like it.
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
Oh, that's Fedola. Yeah.
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Yeah.
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on?
Someone let slip about Fedola.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it!
Oh, okay.
We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
Butcher the... Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down!
Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye! And my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
All about the swear words in this, isn't it?
She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
I mean, I'm not being funny, but I would have killed her way back when. Just saying.
So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo. Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were
He's
they
going to calm them
taken?
down.
What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance. But we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
There we go. He's calming them down, isn't he? They're not raging anymore. Oh, maybe...
I know you're right, I do, but I can't.
Maybe, Raven becomes the leader then. I always thought it would be Lise, but maybe it's Raven. Is he still going to be causing trouble? Go on, knock him out. Give him a smack. He's all alone. Oh, and that's why we get the box emote, because we've got a box for them. Gotcha. Hey, Lise. Why doesn't it just put it straight into a cutscene? I don't get this. My thanks, Raven. Listening to their anger, I could feel myself being swept away. This is a difficult tide to stem. 'Twas the same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now the war is over. All the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here. We've reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Guardians. It starts with insults most often, and then someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even sought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've begun. Who are these representatives exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we've planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Anata and the Kikern to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fodola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. Oh, okay. Then let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to death. Nargo, I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now, but where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated, and everyone who didn't resist? Then there would be no one left, and we'd be no better than Theodoric and Xenos. Is it going to be up to me? Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fodola? Only caught a glimpse of her in the past, a moment of it anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, unforgivable things, but in some way she's a victim of the circumstance in which she was born, and that's something that I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fodola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions colour your judgment when she does. Okay. Ooh. Oh, am I going in as well? Apparently I'm going in as well. You've the commander's permission to enter then? Yes. I think it's going to be a voice scene, this one, isn't it? Probably. There she is.
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Come to have a chuckle.
Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it!
She doesn't think that Xenos is gonna, like, rise up again, does she? Like, we beat Xenos. I mean,
killed your men.
you know.
I killed my men! And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
Well, yeah, no, I'm still not convinced that Xenos is fully dead. I mean, because he had, like, that echo-like ability, didn't he? Like the resonant or whatever. He was resonant, or whatever that means, you know. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that when we die and we respawn, although it is a core game mechanic anyway, like something that an MMO needs, I'm pretty sure they sort of, like, story-wise, the excuse for that is that you got the echo. At least that's my like, that's what I think it is. And so I'm pretty sure that Xenos probably isn't really dead, because he's got this like echo-like ability. So
That's a lie, and you know it. You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind?
but yeah, so like I wonder if maybe she thinks that Xenos is going to come back, and that, you know, we're doomed and stuff, you know.
Now, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless, relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fadola. I see you for what you are.
Into a memory. Into the it's the Animus, isn't it, from Assassin's Creed? Into the Animus. That's Fadola.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right.
Okay, so that's Fadola's parents.
Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
He's dead.
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Was he a great and honourable man, though?
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Okay.
Father, what did that man call us?
Yeah. Yeah, what did he call you?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
Jesus.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Well.
Fadola!
They throwing rocks at her.
Traitors!
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of Arn.
We're
Disputes
citizens.
of what?
We have rights.
Ah!
Father, I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors! Traitors!
People are crazy. Well, that's a big rock. What, did that one rock kill him?
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Like, you would have thought that that would be enough to make you not want to side with the Imperials, surely.
Fadola, please. You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier?
Well, actually...
Oh, gods. What have you done to your face?
Yeah, if you think about it, I mean... I bet you go either way, couldn't it? Because the Imperials didn't help you, but then they weren't the ones attacking you, so...
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage.
Okay, yeah, so yeah. So she did, one thing she took away from that was that the Imperials don't really care. Okay.
So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
Okay. Yeah, so I get what's going on. So she joined the Imperials, not because she wants to be an Imperial, but because she doesn't want to be an Alamegan, essentially. Or rather, she doesn't want to be in the same position as the Alamegans. Yeah, I think that's what she's basically getting at. At the same time, she didn't really, like, you know, the cause, the Imperial cause didn't mean anything to her.
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
Getting a bit dark here, isn't it? Jesus.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past?
Yeah, we did actually, yeah. Should have got a popcorn out, really.
A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
Uh-oh. Oh, he's having an echo memory. Okay. Oh, she's okay. She's echoing into my head. Yeah, it's a weird sensation, isn't it?
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone.
Aw, bless her.
The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why?
Because we're the chosen, aren't we? We're Heideland's gifted one. Warrior of Light, you know. And there you go. For those I've lost, for those I can yet save. There you go. Yeah. Boom. One line wonder.
Damn you. Damn you all.
Poor Fadola.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with her? We you know, is she getting the chop or what?
Let's go.
Was that? That was eventful, wasn't it? Yeah, I guess that just shows that this resonant thing really is Polite. In that Fadola had one of those echo memory things where she looks into someone's head. And how fitting, the next quest is called Echoes of an Echo. Alright then, fair enough. Lise is lost in thought. I don't know that we've just solved anything exactly, but we've given Fadola something to think about at least. Aye, and now I found something new to think about that. Wait, and I found something new to think about too. I don't know about you, Sunbucks, but the visions only came to me every now and then. From the way Fadola kept wincing though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. That's a lot of bad memories to deal with. Wait a second. But the visions only come to me every now and then. Is he got the echo? Okay. I wonder, could there be some fundamental differences between the one who was born with the echo and one who has been artificially imbued with it? Well, the Immortal Flames have been scouring the research facility ever since the liberation. There's a chance they might have some answers for us. General Alden's there overseeing the investigation. Let's go and pay him his visit, shall we? Ooh, is this where we're actually going to learn what the downsides are to giving someone the echo? Oh, I can actually, yeah, around this way. Interesting stuff. Can I get around there? Around this way? Might have cornered myself in here. No, this is good. This is fine. But yeah, it sounds to me like we're going to find out why it's bad to give someone an echo. So, speak of the Resonatorium Guard. Hey. Yes, I will be joining him, thanks. Oh, also, I might as well use that orchestration roll. Right, where's he at? He's in here. Oh, yeah, because this is... Yeah, here we go. This is where we found Kra, wasn't it? I have no idea where they were operating on Fadola, though. Hey, Robin. What news? You spoke with Fadola, I take it? Yes, as expected, she didn't say very much. But it wasn't a total waste of time. Ironvold noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might be having visions almost constantly, which is not how the echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different for her? We've been hard-pressed to just organise the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the science expert assistance, if you have time to lend a hand. We should really be calling Urianger, shouldn't we? Because he's like our research expert. Okay. Right, let's have a quick little gander at the Magitech pod. I'm going to climb up here. Or Sid, actually, come to think of it, Sid would probably be the best bet. Sid and Urianger. Right, the device in which Kral was held seems even more ominous now that you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked supply subject, while this one bears the label master subject. The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and I've been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the Aether of the occupant. Save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. Oh, no, I get it. They were siphoning Aether off of Cryo and using that in their resonant experiments. That makes sense. So Cryo, so essentially Xenos and Fedola could very well be imbued with Cryo's Aether. I think that's what we can take away from that. Right, idle conversation prohibited, eating and drinking prohibited. The full and scrap apartment appears to be list facility regulations, but nothing of any interest. Okay, so that's not of any interest to us then. Flame Investigator, let's go have a chat with the Flame Investigator, see what you found out. So many bodies. Every one of them a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perished from forcible Aether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. Oh, I see. Yeah, so I reckon that it wasn't just Cryo then, it was several people were put into the master pod, and then people would go into, I don't know. Oh no, sorry. Wait. No, hold on a second. Supply subject. You would think that that's where the people who had Aether would go into, and then the master one would be the one that the person receiving the Aether would get. So why was Cryo in there? Cryo has the Echo. Oh, unless they were experimenting on seeing what happens if you give someone who's already got a high concentration of Aether and has the Echo. What if you put more into them? Oh, essentially turning Cryo into an Aether bomb. You could stick her in a suitcase, I guess. That would work. And then, you know, just saying. I know little and less of science, so any light you can shed on this facility's operations would be much appreciated. Sunbucks, shall we start with you? Yeah, well, I found this. Voicing? No. Taken in combination with the testimonies of Kral and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. Please spell it out to us, because I've got some ideas, but I'm not convinced on any of them. So, the enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with Aether siphoned from a multitude of supply candidates. Yeah, okay, so that's what I was thinking. So the master pod is where you put the person receiving Aether, and supply subjects go into the other pods. But why was Cryo in there? As for the master subject, in this case Cryo, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer a candidate. Okay, I see. So I get it. So what you'd do is you would see how Cryo responds to the Aether, and essentially you kind of try and create a fake echo based on how Cryo responds. Okay. Yeah. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kral's echo. There we go. That's it. I believe so, which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kral is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probable that the procedure engendered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. Okay. The soldiers who guarded Fordola, many of them lost friends and family to the skulls. Yeah, I'm finding out the price, yeah. And there's a sentry at her door, night and day. If she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past. Oh, that's why she's having all the visions. But you don't just see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it would do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, as you might recall, Uzea was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Thrace Valgar's path. Fedola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, you can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these godforsaken procedures, and Fredola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe in what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. So what was the price? I don't get it. We go looking for answers about the Echo and end up getting schooled by Raven. Yet more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Arden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Luce. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realise how much we rely on his authority and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he will do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning it back, he might not want to stay. Might he not want to stay? Death of many people was to get the... Oh, right, yeah. I see what you're saying. The price is the... Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. 'Tis a quandary which countless refugees now face, to continue the lives they built in Uldar, or start again in the land of their birth. Sunbucks, a moment. Oh, hey Pippin. How you doing? I'm newly returned from Uldar with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend to other business. Until next time, my friends. Bye, Pippin. You go roll away now. An audience with the Sultana. Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. That is a price that is never worth it. Well, yeah. That's a fair point. Yes, we'd all like to know about those, Apelon, but not everyone's as comfortable in interrogating a royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Sunbucks. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying though. It's I can't imagine we're probably not going to see many more people with this artificial echo. I imagine Xenos was going to be the last, and Fredola, I'm guessing Fredola's only going to be the only one. But yeah. Alphino, a Sultana's strings. Alphino's thoughts appear to have turned from adventure to administration. Well, the question of how to put the Mad King's treasures to use shows no sign of answering itself. Shall we be about it, Arenvold? I'm at your beck and call. And I should be getting back to my own tasks. I'll organise a squad to head down into the ruins and then start preparing for the big meeting. Oh, send Nanamo my regards, Sunbucks. I will. And ask too, if you please. We shall see you on your return. I was about to say, who's this dude? But then it's just a player. Isn't it? Yeah. Right, let's go have a chat with Bartholomew. Hey, it has been a while. But yeah, interesting stuff, interesting stuff. I'll be honest, I wouldn't have suspected there would be an artificial echo. Right, the Royal Promenade. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I always forget where it is. Let's go to the out. Let's get old. Yeah, I think it's Alchemist. That's the one at the top, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, it is. There's not another one. Yeah, there is another one up here. What is it? It's Chamber of Rule. Oh my god. I've completely forgotten how to traverse Uldar. I was literally here, like, 30 minutes before stream, working on the minor missions. Now my minor is 65. My minor is really catching up with my my monk. So yeah. Right, let's get our mount menu up again. Unfortunately, my botanist, I think, is still in the 50s. Gathering botany 48, not even 50s. So the botanist still has a way to go. Anyway, you are expected, my lady. Please proceed. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. And I think my fishing's been in the 60 for a while.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy.
How?
The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel.
All right. About Raben.
I speak of Rauban and his future.
I thought so. Do you watch any anime? Yeah?
All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Alamigo.
Like, I wouldn't say I'm like massively into it. Like, you know, there's quite a few that I haven't seen. Obviously, there's loads I haven't seen, but yeah, I've watched quite a bit of anime. Yeah. Why? What's I'm guessing you've got like a reference to one of them or something.
And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss.
No, I've never heard of Tokyo Ravens.
Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend.
Interesting.
But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt.
So
Whether Rauban chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret.
it was a really underrated anime and really good. What's it about? Like, what kind of anime is it?
Yet, how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears.
Are you gonna leave the chamber? Oh, I also just realised she's got stuffed teddies.
Company for a brief adventure?
Oh, of course, yeah. She's got a stuffed chocobo and a Kupo, whatever it's
Wonderful.
called. Moogle. That's the one, Moogles.
Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Of course. I want a stuffed chocobo and a Moogle for my my house that I don't yet have. Right, outside the outside. I was going to say the kicksand. Outside the kicksand. Let's walk around here and take the Aether. Right, I would have just teleported to the plaza and then walked up. But oh well. It is about Omnio magic in modern times. What's Omnio magic? Adventurers Guild? I have no idea what Omnio magic is. Nanamo or Nanamo. Hey. Oh, you're wearing the outfit that you wore in, like, way back at the start. Perchance you remember Liliara, the merchant's daughter? This is the persona I assume when I venture beyond the palace walls to observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papasham would accompany me, but for this particular outing I need an advisor, not a minder. and that is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life, in every corner of the Eorzea, and I would make use of your worldly experience. Now let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the Gate of Nald. Okay. You can walk if you want, but I am teleporting. Just look into it. Okay. Right, so yeah, I want to go to Central Steps of Nald. Steps of Nald. Right. There she is over there. Should I just like bop that? There we go. Oh wow, I've actually got some enemies after me. I didn't think they would actually aggro. I know they were like linked, but I didn't think they would actually aggro. Fair enough. And then I've got a bunch of items I don't necessarily want. Look upon this procession of tattered tents. These refugees camp in squalor, at the mercy of the elements and Thalan's predators both. And the city's mighty walls offer safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is, and unless blessed by the hand of Nald himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Ul'dah. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, and 5 since the calamity, yet the plight of the poor has grown even more desperate, not less. As of Sultana, the blame falls upon me. You've done your best, well, your hands have been tied, Your Grace. You know, the what's it called? Yeah, like, because you've got the council or whatever, with Lolorita and, yeah. Yes, my authority is limited, and that is an obstacle I must work to overcome. Shall we press on? I would follow the road to the unholy air. Sorry, I'm talking like a sultana. Unholy hair. You know, they talk all posh and probably do pronounce the H's. I genuinely haven't been paying attention to whether or not she says the H. I don't think that word even sounds right. Like, you know, I don't think that sounds right. Like hair, it just doesn't sound right when you pronounce it with the H. With oh, well, now I'm saying H with the H. You know, it just doesn't sound right unless you say air. Like, anyway, it was here in this wholly unremarkable place that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interest in Eastern Thanalan when an untimely rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simply misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Raven once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monetarists, we could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power, and place our nation in the hands of its citizens. Quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours, I shudder to think of how many goodly souls paid the price of my naivety. But I am no longer a child reciting words with witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn in the monetarious damnable games. Forgive me my outburst. You are one of few people whom I can feel I can speak my mind. Come on, let us return to Ul'dah and visit the Colosseum. Okay. Are we gonna fight her? I'm really hoping we get to fight Nanamo. That'd be fun. Alright, let's teleport back. So I'm going to want to go to Gladiators Guild, aren't I? Yeah. Can we just like bop 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 with Nanamo? Wouldn't it? Gladiators Guild, there we go. Over here. Right. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign, and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from that ignominious chapter in my life. I can never say, like, Those tricky long words. For it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Raven. Don't hit her. Why not? Why not? I bet she's good at boxing, isn't she? The match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I expected. They had pitted the Bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinkered though I was, I could not stand for so obvious an injustice, and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another, and my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned of the gambling ring which had arranged for Raven to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Raven had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did. And when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess, I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theatre. She's a cute potato. Oh. But as you know, Raven is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting on the Blood Sands, he amassed a fortune so great as to not only buy his freedom, but a seat on the Syndicate. And then I had my blade. Aww, that's so nice. Are we gonna get Nathan? We're gonna get another Echo. Yeah, an Echo memory. We're getting lots of Echo memories, aren't we? I'm worried I might start being called Fordola. Oh my god, he has a left arm. That's two people, not one. And there he is. Boom. How'd you like your two arms? You'll never be able to do that again. Bless him. And there we go, you won.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
What's going on here? What?
It seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Shum.
What?
Raban!
Your Grace, I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine.
I love how she's like dodging and weaving around all the bodies and then jumps on that one guy.
You have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Uldar, and so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last.
And there we go. I wonder if that's why he
long live
refuses.
The Sultana, and long live Uldar!
Like, I wonder if, like, because obviously we know he's an honourable guy, so maybe that might be why he doesn't want to jump to Alamigo. Like, he wants to stick with Nanamo because he's honourable and he made a promise, you know, till his last day. Words cannot well express what that man means to me. There are others who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Papashan's love for me is that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for counsel. Raben, with the authority of his syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which could cut the strings that bound me. Aww. Right, let's just get the silver. Right. A Sultana's duty. Yeah, so I get the feeling what's going to happen here is she's going to release Raben from his promise. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Soldier Swarm for long, and there are other places I will visit. To the Azarant Osere. Absolutely. Oh, okay, it's actually that's the Thaumaturge's place. Why are we visiting the Thaumaturges? Weird. Are they players? Okay. Genuinely, I have no idea if they were players or not. It's the only issue with having nameplates hidden. You can't ever tell. When the calamity threatened, Raben led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartonau, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louisoix would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting this shrine during each of my little excursions. Here I seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties of Sultana. Because their guild is in the ossuary. What is an ossuary? I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's a place of religion? You are rightly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I am to be a sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Ul'dah. I have chosen my path, Sunbucks. With Alamigo now freed from imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Yeah, I think she's going to send Raben along with all the refugees to Ul'dah. Alamigo. A container or room in which the bones of dead people are placed. Oh, very pleasant. Okay. I like it. Ah, okay. It would make sense that the Thaumaturges are here. Because aren't they like, essentially like the necromancy people? Anyway. Already, many displaced Alamegans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, an artisan's school in Marga's Reach, for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive, and this time the Ul'dah Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Let's see. I kind of want to say why don't you speak to Raben, and like he is a member of the syndicate, but like, we know they're a bit. Let's go. Why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? A wise suggestion. Mayhap a visit to the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the syndicate, and he is one of the few who pays refugees a fair wage. Oh. Can I click, please? There we go. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert Mandeville? A little bit. A little bit. I know you can run well. I know you can run really well. Then I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let us make way to the landing, and I will see that the word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Godbert should be only too glad to receive us. Yeah, I've only seen Godbert in 2 quest lines. Although one of them isn't even a quest line, one of them was just one quest. So one quest and then a quest line. That one quest was the event one that happened not too long ago in the Golden Saucer. I've completely forgotten what you got for it. You got a reward for it. Can't remember what it was. That's going to bug me. But then the quest line that I've seen him in is the Hildebrand one. Right, the airship landing. I can get there easily through the Aether shard. Yeah, I've seen him in the Hildebrand questline. That was good fun. Looking forward to completing post-Stormblood content. Oh, actually, having said that, I might be able to start the Hildebrand stuff now. Now that I've completed Stormblood's like base expansion, base content. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, Nanamo. I've ridden aboard public airship before, but this should be my first to visit the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. Okay, entrance to castle. Oh, I'm really hoping there's a retainer here. Because, yeah, there is. I know there is, actually. Yeah, there's one, like, right here, summoning bell. Because I need to go get my cards out. Hi, bud. Can I have my triple triad cards, please? Retrieve, retrieve, retrieve. So I plan on selling them. Awesome. Our what am I doing? Our company actions have just been put back up. Sweet. We did lose those like 10 seconds ago. Right. Entrance and card squares. Here we go. So I am going to ignore you for a minute, and I'm going to have a chat with the trader. Right. Oh, I see. You sell them for MGP. Sell. 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 Look at that, 55k. I don't want to do an open tournament. I was hoping there'll be like a regular vendor, but it's whatever. Nanamo. I had heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. Ah, she want to play on the. She want to play with the trinkets and stuff. Wonder Square West. Okay. Bless her. Okay. I believe this is where we are to meet Lord Mandeville. Shall we wait while we await his coming? Yeah, got him. This will be like the 3rd time I've seen him. Well, this will be the... No, because you've seen quite a bit in the Hildebrand questline. This will probably be like the 6th or 7th time I've seen him. My apologies. Your Grace, I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. When's my son's good friend and the Sultana herself come calling? There's no more important engagement. As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might be best aid the refugees residing in Thanalan. You are aware, I'm sure, that many of Alamigo's displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland, and you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the matter of how it might be best distributed? The unusual circumstances of our meeting and your greatest choice of companion would suggest for me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is stop. Taxing Uldar's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Oh. Most emphatically. I agree with your Grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Uldar in this arrangement? Profit? After all you have done for Giribani is displaced, I thought you the very last person to seek benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, your Grace, but you appear to be labouring under a misapprehension. It is a fine endeavour to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity, if your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? But our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Uldar's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamiga, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your Grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill? Indeed. Then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, whilst also serving the interests of the people of Uldar. Exactly so. An arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Alamigans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. Yeah, makes sense. You've given me much to ponder, Lord Mandeville. I thank you for your candour. Fair enough. I want that outfit. Where can I get that outfit from? I've got Hildebrand's outfit. Can we change outfits here? Yeah, I think we can, can't we? Yeah, we can. Yeah, I think it was it? Yeah, the Mandeville outfit. Right. Anyway, we're gonna leave it on the what I've got here. Oh, actually, while we're here, we can just reapply that. Sweet. Let's just make sure. Yeah, there's nothing new to wear. What outfit? The Mandeville one for. Oh, what outfit do I want? I want Godbert Mandeville's outfit. Although it's actually I haven't said that. Is it just the same as his son's? Just white? Is it just a white version of his son's one? Kind of, yeah. Ish. They're similar. Right, Nanamo appears to be reassessing her plans. Prophet, then the thought never even crossed my mind. But standing about lamenting my naivety will not do anyone any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Just start away. But it's not the same outfit though, is it? Not really. You know? Sunbucks, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Ordinarily, I would not trust an agent of the East Aldenard Trading Company, but if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to be leveled by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to a distant Kugani and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit these shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you travel as adventurers I want to do, I shall await your report by the Aether in Uldar. A fair journey to you, Sunbucks, and a swift one, if you please. Yeah, it's the female has a rose and the male does not. And the female is also missing a shirt. I think. Let me have a look. So... yeah, the females is... well, I mean... yeah, they basically swap out the top half, don't they? Like, the top half is different for a female than it is a male. It's a bummer. Let's speak of Hancock and Kugane. Ah, Kugane. Right, let's go to the Ruby Bazaar, not the Ruby Price. What quest have you got? King of the Castle, the employee of... no, I'm not going to talk to you. Right, let's pop back in here and have a chat with Hancock. Yep, I would like to talk to Hancock, please. Hi. Sunbucks, to what do I owe the pleasure? Are you here on business? I am indeed. I beg your pardon. Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how to best invest the wealth of Uldar. My dear Sunbucks, I have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure. And I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. That is a dungeon quest. Ah, I will grab that dungeon quest then. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise her Grace than Chairman Lolorito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garderobe with gold. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalan. The Waking Sands would be a suitable neutral venue for negotiation, don't you think? Fare you well, Sunbucks, and may your dealings prove fruitful. Thank you. Yeah, in that case, then I will grab that quest. Because I need to unlock all the dungeons I can. I mean, you know, I've already got like 20 dungeon quests I need to do, I guess. Right, there we go. Let's just skip through it all. Come on. Talk to me. Talk to me. Oh my god, come on. Jesus, there we go. Rakuza District would be the best place to go here, I'm guessing. Oh, you can't mount it. Of course you can't. I should have known. Here we go. I can sprint though. Right, we'll get this sorted and then I'll go have a chat with Nanamo and Ordar. I don't think Nanamo's going to be too pleased about us being, you know, about having a chat with Lolorito. That unlocks the dungeon Kaguna Castle. Nice. Fair enough. There we go. Yeah, Kaguna Castle. Nice. Fair enough. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and hide that quest for now. There we go. I am going to be knocking all those dungeon quests out further down the line at some point. I'm just sort of not bothered by it right now. I'm just trying to get as many of them as I can. And then I'll just knock them all out one day. Don't worry, I can't spell half the time either, so you're fine. You're all good. Oh, they're playing music out here. Very nice, okay. Hey, Nanamo. Welcome back, Sunbucks. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? He wants you to have a chat with Lolorito. With Lolorito? And you agree to this? I'm well aware of his standing in the field of business, but I'd hoped to keep the Monetarius at arm's length. And him in particular. No. I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Uldar effectively. Very well. I will meet with Lolorito. Let us go on ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. Well, I have exactly one Aetherite ticket to use for this, so good. I really hope I don't have to come back here. So we'll go back there. Oh, okay. It's fine. We get teleported. Golden. They probably kind of expected people to, you know, not have any Aetherite tickets left. I just so happen to have the one. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but never had an occasion to visit. To work then. The hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have the appointed room to ourselves. Okay, you want me to go into the room. Do you like the slice of life genre of anime? You'd have to give me some examples, to be honest.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
Yeah, if you give me some examples. I'm trying to think of like any slice of life animes I've seen, and I'm not really sure what would be considered a slice of life anime. If you mean sort of like, you know, you follow a character around in general life, then I don't know. I suppose like I recently watched a bit of what's it called? It's like the Disastrous Life of Psyche K or something, I think it's called, or something like that. I'm gonna have to Google it now. Yeah, Disastrous Life of Psyche K. That was alright. I watched the first season of that. So I guess that would be considered a slice of life. Yeah, I think they're alright, to be honest.
You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask.
He's going to take his mask off.
There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
I don't know if we've seen him without his mask before, have we? I genuinely don't know if we have. We might have seen him once, I think, when we encountered the Sultanas. Yeah, it might have been when we were like finding out Sultana was still alive, and we came across the Sultana's handmaiden. Was he wearing his mask then? I don't remember. Oh well. Oh, she's going to take hers off as well.
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I'm glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say, I'm most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo.
I've just realised, like, it's almost like I'm babysitting these two, like, kids that are going on a play date. Oh, because there is a good slice of life genre magic anime that is good called The Ancient Magus's Bride. Magus's Bride. Never heard of that one. That's another one I'll have to check out. Fair enough, fair enough.
The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate.
I guess I've seen, I would imagine that the majority of slice of life animes that I've seen aren't just slice of life animes. Because I've seen quite a few of those, what are they called? Isekais? Is that what I'm thinking of? Isekai animes? I'm gonna have to Google this one. Yeah, Isekai animes. I've seen, like, the majority of animes I've seen, I think, are Isekai animes. But then quite a lot of those that I've seen are also, they double as a slice of life, because, like, Isekai animes, like, Isekai is where the main character comes from, like, I think it's from the human world and goes to, yeah, so someone from Earth is taken to this fantasy world of some kind. Or to another world. But then when they're in that world, they can also it then becomes a slice of life anime. So like, for example, what was it called? Anime. Let's have a look. My Next Life as a Villainess. I think that's a slice of life, but also an isekai anime. So I've seen that. What was another one? Here we go. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. I think that's kind of a slice of life anime. I've seen that one. So, like, I've seen a few of those ones, so... But, you know, I would admit it's been a while since I saw those two. So yeah, this is the first time we've seen him without his mask. Okay, that's cool.
But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both.
Ooh.
And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more.
Yeah, it's literally like I'm babysitting a playdate here. Bless him.
To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Ha! I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
Sorry, don't. Are you saying don't choose the saltery? What? Don't chewed? What?
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would.
Don't choose the saltery. Okay. Oh wait, are we supposed to pick
Your
a?
travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gear Abania, and you know the land far better than I.
Are we supposed to choose like an industry? Is that what we did?
Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
Right, I see. So why not the saltery? Why wouldn't I pick that? There's Alagana and Alagiri. You'll see. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking Alagiri maybe. I don't know. I mean, genuinely, I have no idea. Like, out of all three of them, like, I can't think of any that probably any better than the last. Should we say Alagiri? Let's go Alagiri. Yeah.
Yes, if a stable trade route can be established between Uldar and Alamigo, then Alagiri would once more become an important waypoint. But while such growth would greatly benefit its current residents, I'm afraid it could sustain little beyond that.
Okay. Okay, fine, Alagana then. Let me guess, it's good. I see what's going on here.
Quarry Town certainly does carry the potential for profit. At least it would do were it situated anywhere near a lucrative market. It would cost more to transport the materials than they are worth, in my humble opinion.
I see. So the reason why you said don't choose the saltery is because you have to pick the saltery, don't you? Clearly you want me to say the saltery.
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld.
Yeah. Oh, that one. Oh.
I know the Saltery and its products well.
I'm sure you do.
The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient. And in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gill.
Yeah, speaking of salt, bloody rock salt from the diadem, it doesn't that sell for loads, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure rock salt, like, sells for so much more than all of the other level 10 mining stuff you get from the diadem, whatever. At least I think it does.
Citizens will need to be consulted, of course. But I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
I'll be honest, like, my only issue with the diadem is that diadem, whatever you call it, is that I ain't got enough retainer, like, I ain't got enough market slots, because you obviously only get 20 market slots per retainer, but that just ain't enough. You just can't sell everything you collect.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ons of profit from its production.
Good.
The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders, just as Your Grace desired.
A deal is struck, then.
So I've apparently had a reply to a comment I put on a YouTube video. It's funny. Or rather, a reply to the comment that I replied to on a YouTube video. About New World. New World really isn't getting the love at the minute, is it? You know. This is why I make Gil is by grammar prisms from my GC and sell them on the board. Oh yeah. So a glamour prism. Right. God, you got me saying things wrong. Are glamour prisms really worth that much though? Like really? Because I mean, I bought a stack for like nothing. So I don't know if they're really worth it on this particular server, at least. I don't know. I will be honest. That's one thing I've noticed. There's like a massive difference between what sells well on one server and what sells well on another server. Because I remember back when I played on the Crystal Data Center on Balmung, I could sell boiled eggs and they would sell for like 1,000 or something, like just for a stack or something ridiculous. So you would end up getting like 100k per stack. It was crazy or something like that. It was tens of thousands, if not 100,000. It was crazy. On this server, however, I think I get like 10k. Like you can sell them for like 100 or whatever, like per egg. This was boiled eggs, so like 200 give or take, but they sell all the time. Fair enough. Hey Britt, how you doing? How are things? But yeah, just it's so funny seeing the difference between the markets. Like how you can sell boiled eggs on one server for loads, and it's like a really easy culinary thing, like really early level culinary item that anyone can make. Yet they sell like hotcakes on the market board. Like they honestly, I mean, I say that it would take, if I had like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 slots filled, 7 or 8 stacks of 99, it might take a good 24 hours for all of those to sell, but that would net you like 500k to a mil kind of thing, like thereabouts. But like on this server you get nothing. It's like 10k at most, and even then they might not sell. I've had like boiled eggs on the market board for like 4 days and none of them are sold. I've been having to lower the prices slightly, but yeah, it's funny. Waldo's got blue hair today, and I'm not going home to change if the owner gets mad. It's Halloween, and last year I dressed up so they can deal with it. I get it. So you're dressed up as Waldo with blue hair, yes? No one's going to be asking where's Waldo, are they? Right. I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations, but I shall not complain. We have piqued Lodorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Sunbucks. I could not have done it without you. Ah, you are welcome, you little potato. Right. Securing the saltery. Nanamo is ready to move ahead with her plans. Last year Waldo had purple hair. I've got to go check in. Fair enough. Our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Sunbucks, I would ask that you convey the details to our negotiation to Commander Hex on your return to Alamigo. Oh, you know, it's all official when the Sultana recognises your leadership, doesn't it? There you go, Leash, you're sorted. My thanks again. Together we have laid the groundwork for an endeavour which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Ordarbo. Also, glamour prisms normally sell within an hour or two. Fair enough, pretty quick then. Yeah, it's probably about the same as this stuff. These. Oh my god, I got loads of crystals. Yeah, I've got quite a bit to sell here. Because I don't use the crystals in my crafting yet, because I would admit I'm still a new crafter. I basically use the shards only, so crystals and clusters I'm more than happy to sell on the marketplace. So, and I sell them in batches of 250. So, you know, I would sell that, you know, 250 times 4 fire crystals, same with ice crystals, 750 wind crystals, 1250 earth crystals, and then again 1000 lightning and 750 water. And then, yeah, I could sell 500 of these and then 250 of those. Nice. Pretty decent profits. But the reason I do that is I don't craft. Yeah, no, I've heard crafting is always the best way to do it. Right, let's go up here. Is there anything up here worth taking? No, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I cleared this area out of quests, because I think you and RJ had like 4 quests for me. And I think there were a couple more in here I had to take. They were all dungeon quests though, so that was cool. Right, let's have a chat with Lise. Lise, we got you some. We secured some work in Alamigo. And that is the best way to make guild if you don't craft. Yeah, I heard Coke used to be. I heard Coke used to do really well on the market board, but then that got like nipped in the bud, didn't it? Sunbucks, you're back. What did Nanamos say? Oh, sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? Yeah. So, Rabin says he's going to return to Uldar, but she isn't sure he wants to. Tell us something we don't know. But I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalise the Saltery does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Olorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he's the last person I would expect her to turn to for advice. But on a more practical note, Lise, assuming the interim government elects to accept Uldar's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal after all, and allowing Uldar to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alphino, it's like Kugani never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss a proposal with the Saltery's residents. Whiskar, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Sunbucks? I might need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Ooh. Quest granted, whatever it's called. Oh no, it's the same quest. Yeah. There's me thinking, oh, we've got a new quest. No. Right, I am gonna finally I'm gonna finally like actually unlock the map part, like between, yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Interesting, I'm just catching up on Free Company stuff. It seems like we've got someone twin just joining on the Free Company. Literally, someone just joined, and they've got like a similar, like their character's surname is the same as someone else in the guild. And one of the people in the guild just said, "Oh, hey, any relation to this person?" And they go, "Yeah." Like, and the person who's been in the guild for a while said, "Yeah, that's my twin." And they were like, "Whoa, okay, interesting. Wow, why am I not mounted?" That was stupid of me. I will be honest, I find it really interesting catching up on Food Company stuff. And I'm looking forward to like reaching endgame and being able to take part in like all of the different activities, because they do like hunts and maps and stuff, and I don't know if I can get involved in that stuff right now, but you know, it'd be really cool if I could, you know. So you need to do the stuff to fly. Yeah, Aether currents, I know. I'm going to be doing it off stream. I've already got a few, but I don't know if I've got any in this area. Where are we? I always forget where we are. Locks. Yeah, I have 2 in the locks. I found one and done one by quest. So, yeah. Hey, what? What manner of mischief brings you young'uns to old What this time, eh? They want to rebuild the Saltery, Grandad. Sunbucks, tell them about the deal. Well, bugger me. We've never had the coin or the hands to put the place back to how it was. But that sounds like it's about to change. There's one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to colder buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Grandad, we'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting up regular patrols, and I'm sure she would assign me to the lock if I asked. I'd appreciate that, Whiskar, my lad. I would. So does this mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours? I've been training, aye, but mostly to kill Imperials. You've some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Sunbucks? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? You treat them the same as the Imperials. Let's not waste any time then. I'll see you by the lock. Alright, sure. Apparently, yeah. Whilst you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Sultry to its former glory. Good hunting. Apparently, Whiskar, rather, doesn't know how to hit something. Bud, you just whack them. Not hard, is it? Right then, Sunbucks, I've got a spyglass here you can use to take a closer look at these pests. Once you've got their measure, you can tell me what to do and I'll see how well I get on. Is this another one of those, like, aim things? Yeah, it is going to be. Yeah. Tell Sunbucks he has been bad. What? Who's been bad? Me? Right, what am I doing? Just like... Okay, am I supposed to, like... Is it gonna, like, you know, tell me when it's reached a weak point, or... Tail? The eyes. Legs? No. I can't type the word kill. What? Why not? Yeah, I'm guessing it's the eyes. Not no. Oh, the jaw. Okay. Well, Whiskar, just whack it in the jaw. That's how you do it. Go on. Take its jaw out. The Yabby's entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but the underside of the head looks soft and vulnerable. Banned words on isn't a banned word on Twitch. I promise you, kill isn't a banned word on Twitch. There aren't very many banned words. See? You didn't get banned. It's fine, you know? Ah, looks like you found a Yabby. They say you're hitting their shells like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Yeah, underside of its jaw. Just hit it as hard as you can. Aim for the soft underside of the head. Then it must have been on the channel I was on. Yeah, oh yeah, no, it might very well have been on the channel, like, because obviously, like, I know their Streamlabs and Stream Elements, I think their chatbots have, like, a banned words feature where you can, like, the streamer can add in, like, words they don't want said on their chat, and then, like, you know, the bots will then time you out or whatever, they'll ban you. They'll do what they do if you use those words. But on Twitch, there's very few banned words. There are some banned words, but not many. And even then, a lot of the words that people say are banned, they're only banned in certain circumstances, like under certain contexts. So, you know. There you go, yeah, kill me with a hammer, yeah. So why have I been bad? What have I done? I guess some more, what haven't I done? Go on, give it a whack. Look, he's got a curved blade. He could just sort of like swing that blade up through the underside and just like slay it in one. There you go. Yes, slay it in one hit. Yes, fate complete. There we go. You says, "Oh, ouch! Oh." Right, let's have a chat with Whisker. Thanks, Sunbucks. I did just as you told me, and the Waking went down like a sack of pop-toes. Like a sack of lalafell. Let's find something else. Pop-toes was that? Like, that's supposed to be this like Eorz's version of potatoes. And they just can't say potatoes because that's what a lalafell's. Oh. So the Sultry, like literally is the whole point of the Sultry to take water out of here and like basically get the salt out of it. Is that what they do? Right. I think I can handle the Yabbies now, so should we try something different? What else is out there? Search your surroundings for Phobad. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target. Okay. I've got the rock things. I found one. Oh, I've got to find its weak point. This eye. Jab it in the eye. Wasn't hard, to be honest. The Phobad's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the salt golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. Ah, a Phobad. How do I defeat one of those? The eyes. And just hit it really, really hard as you can. No, destroy the core within its brow. Inside its head, is it? I'll just try to stab it right between the eyes then. Good. Oh. Did you flatten it? What's going on? It literally looks like they got the texture of the Phobad and just squished it. It's crazy. So let's have a look. Yeah, people are talking about a wedding going on next week, next Friday. I would attend it, but I was gonna, I would stream it. Like, obviously, give them permission from the people being married, but I can't because it's actually a time that I'm not going to be available. So, bummer. Oh, it's not easy fighting with a liberated Alamigo watching your every move, but I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Sunbucks. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Anyway, we should head back to the Sultry before Grando starts to worry, and I've been snipped into pieces and fed to a Yabu's hatchlings. Yeah, sure, go on then. Mount up. Do you play any other MMOs? Not anymore. So I used to play WoW like years ago. Well, I used to play WoW on and off since 2008, but I didn't play the official servers until 2013, 2012, 2013. So around Mr. Pandaria, it was around then that I actually started playing the official servers. I used to play on private servers from 2008 until 2013, but then I stopped playing WoW about 2 or 3 years ago, like, and then it really was on and off, and then obviously everything kicked off with WoW earlier this year, and I've just not bothered subbing, so I don't really play that anymore. New World, I got into New World for like a week when it launched, and then I haven't been back to it since. I used to play Star Wars: The Old Republic. And again, that was an on and off relationship for several years, up until about earlier this year, May this year, I think it was. Well, maybe sort of February, March actually. I think I might have logged into it once in May. So, don't really play that anymore. I used to play Black Desert Online with Mr. Strange Guides like 2 years ago when he played it. But again, I only played that for a couple of weeks, and I played it exclusively with him. Final Fantasy XI, I played with Strange, again exclusively with Mr. Strange, and that would have been earlier this year. So, yeah, I've dabbled in a few of them, but I'm going to be honest, other than World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy, I've never really stuck with any of them. Like World of Warcraft, like I said, I played on and off for like 10 solid years. Like, you know, well, more than 10 solid years. Like, up until early this year, really, I guess. But yeah. And then Final Fantasy, like, this is the one that's currently got my attention. I started Final Fantasy back in 2014. Well, I don't remember exactly when. It was not long before Heaven's Sword come out. It was like before Heaven's Sword, but not like literally within a couple of months of Heaven's Sword coming out. It was just before then. Any free-to-play MMOs? Yeah, so like I said, not anymore, but Star Wars: The Old Republic, I think that's free. So I don't think you have to sub to that one. City of Heroes. I used to play City of Heroes when that very first come out years ago. Like 10, 15 years ago, however long ago it was. I played that when it first launched. That you did have to pay for, but these days it's not officially supported. It's a private server thing, but it's free. Like, you don't have to pay for it because it's a private server. You know, I'm not necessarily saying go out there and play it because I shouldn't advertise it, but that's good fun. It is good fun, that one. Although I will say is because it's an old game, you can tell it's dated. Like, the graphics aren't that great. Like, it looks okay, it's playable, but the graphics aren't amazing. And again, gameplay wise, it's a bit clunky, a little bit old fashioned, but yeah, it's good fun. Wizard 101, I played that again years ago and then got back into it earlier this year with Mr. Strange Guides, but then I haven't played it in about a month, maybe a month and a half, 2 months. So no. Not really. I don't really play any free-to-play MMOs anymore. I don't really play any other MMO other than this, so whoops. Right, what? I see you've returned in one piece. Dealt with those beasties then, did you? Yeah, we did. Have you ever played Blade and Soul? No, I haven't actually. I've been told to, though. I have been told to. I fought them for myself after a bit of instruction from Sunbucks here, like. Once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad. A fine young man you've become, Whisker. A fine young man indeed. Too often of late I hear tales of folks over in the city drunk on victory and hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need set our sights on the future, on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the Saltery ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. It is free to play and really worth your time. Fair enough. I will be sure to give it a go then. Another one actually that I played on stream, like I played it twice, is Star Trek Online. Literally only because Mr. Strange Guys wanted to play with me. So I think the very first time I played it was for the stream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first time I ever played it was on stream, and then the second time I played it was with Mr. Strange Guides. Or actually, no. I was supposed to be playing Mr. Strange Guides, but I don't think I did. Because he was busy, I think. Or I think he was he? I don't know. Something happened, we couldn't play together. But yeah. So, play... So, I'm just going to get a tab open for it so I can check it out later. Right. Alphino. A blissful arrival. Ooh. We're going to get a weapon. And we're also going to get an orchestration roll. Nice. Alphino seems satisfied that he and Watt are of one mind. We are officially 1/4 of the way through post content, by the way. But yeah, completely action combat. So it's the same as Black Desert Online then, because that was 100% action. Same with New World. And I'll be honest, I really like those kind of combats, because like, that involves you actually having to physically roll out of the way. You actually have to physically swing at the enemy and block and stuff, so it's really cool. It seems Whiskar has the Sultry's security well in hand. I, meanwhile, have discussed the next steps with Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Message from General Alden. Oh, just Discord DM'd you a video of the classes played and so on. Nice one. In that case, then I will be checking those out, along with what you, because you sent me a message earlier, didn't you? As well, about Naya, so I'll have to check those out as well. Right. Right. Apologies for the interruption, miss, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience. Okay, thanks. I will go see him. Do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details of Watt and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Nordar. You should go. General Alden asked that you wait for him by the main gate in Alamegan Quarter. My apologies again, miss. Fare you well. Alright then. Let's go meet with Raven. I think Raven's going to tell us about his plans for the future of Alamigo. Either that, or he's going to be like, what are you doing, like, you know, talking with the Sultana? What's going on? You know, he's not going to be happy. Nio said Neo. Why not Nio? Is it Japanese, Neo? You said it was Souls-like, didn't you? Aren't quite a lot of Souls-like Japanese, actually. Here we go, we're going to have a chat with Robin. Usual Japan. Gotcha.
Apologies for the wait.
That's fine, Robin. Don't you worry.
People
are
are
just stood here all
screaming to
day.
the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far.
What are we going to do about it then?
But it is no concern of yours.
Okay.
We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light.
Oh?
I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal.
Of course,
Well,
yes.
it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Ah.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Oh god, do I actually have to pick something? Oh. I want to pick their lives would be forfeit, but you know execution is not the answer. Like, I've got to say that one, haven't I? Go on, execution is not the answer. Let's be good.
You would spare these animals? Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine.
Well, hang on a second. No. Robin, step back a second. You were the one who was trying to stop people from calling out for Dola's death, so shut up.
In any
Can't
event,
pick and choose.
Thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard.
Now I kind of wish I had picked that their lives would be forfeit.
Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more, I would say. Walk with me.
Oh, we're walking and talking, are we? Really careful. My computer case. Because it is scorching hot right now and it's got a glass pane. I don't want the glass to melt. Well, I don't want it to warp.
I
It's
bear
definitely
a
not
share
melting.
of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did.
It's fine, Robin. We'll just blame you for the entirety of this expansion. Living is normally a fate worse than death in these cases. Maybe so, yeah. In that case, good. Let them suffer. Yeah, Robin, you are to blame for the whole expansion.
Different.
You know?
And I'm sorry they aren't.
You are the reason why Xenos merged with Shinryu, because without you, Shinryu would not have been here. I love his, how he's like...
All that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever.
I love how, like, not even his son is there to, like, gonna defend him.
Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Thank you very much for the hydrate. There we go.
Father...
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay.
Yeah, as well.
The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword. But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
There we go. We thought that would be the case, didn't we?
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
Yeah, we'll kick you out. It's fine. We'll make sure you get on your way, you know. Off your pop. That took longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Arnvold, what news? You may have a problem, sir. The group of Anata that has arrived at the gates, and I don't mean the Vera. These are Kriolana, the ones that summoned the Primal. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lucy's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all of the native beast tribe, but we assumed the Kriolana would refuse it out of hand. We had best go and see for ourselves, Pippin. Take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Sunbucks, you've dealt with these Kriolana before. I'll have you at my side. Ooh, we're gonna get into a fight. Oh god, they're all the way up there. It's a shame that Alamigo itself doesn't actually have its own like instance area, like other than a dungeon, like, you know. It would have been so much cooler if Alamigo had its own interior, like internal area. I mean, maybe it might do in Shadowbringers. I have no idea, but I don't know. I just feel like it would have been cooler. Yeah. Or maybe it will on it's coming up. I don't know. Like, we'll see. Yeah, it might very well be coming up in post content, but God. I wonder if they're going to be renouncing, like, you know, I wonder if these guys want to, like, bury the hatchet, essentially. We'll see, we'll see. It might put me into a duty, a level sync duty. We'll see. Sink me down to 70 or something. Why are there still enemies here? I thought the whole point was that we'd like like freed Alamigo and they don't have to worry about all this bollocks, you know? Hi. Okay, it's just a cutscene. Voice scene? No. Sunbucks, Robin, gods, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayers come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss, but we did not come here to shed blood. You claim to seek harmony with all who call Girabani a home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Anata. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask that you first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will be returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but we will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. I reckon that's the closest we're going to get to a compromise, and we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their swords. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber. Interesting. Ooh. Are they going to summon a primal? Why do I have the feeling we've welcomed a viper into our midst? I know what you mean. I know what you mean there. Oh, and also, just out of curiosity, how are we doing in terms of the quest? Ah, okay. Quest-wise, we are exactly where I thought we were. Return of the Bull. Sup, Robin minion. Oh, seems unconvinced by Quilana's sincerity. Me too. This Quilana's elder intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What think you, Sunbucks? Yeah, I think it's a bit, you know. The enthralled cannot be trusted. No, I don't think so either. Aye, it is said that once a creature has fallen under the sway of a primal, there is no salvation, and I strongly doubt the Quilana has suddenly broken free of Lakshmi's will. Whatever the truth, I will take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the Scions? Yeah. I'll round up our comrades and send them to the Alamegan Quarter. You can go on ahead if you like, Sunbucks. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. Yes, I will go ahead too. Cool. Yeah, so this particular quest is the final quest in this this section of post content, because I think there's the post patch content's been split into 5 or 6 patches. So this is patch 4.1. This is the final quest of 4.1, then 4.2, which has 8 quests, and then 4.3, which has 7, etc., etc. Right. Before we go any further, I do actually just want to use the orchestration roll, and I want to get the weapon out. What do we get? Anything worth using? Let's just see. Yes, actually, yes. I actually didn't see how much though. What the difference was. Well, I wouldn't, would I? Ooh, an increase of 14. Nice. Right, can I equip glamour plates now? Okay. Well, I'm just hoping it doesn't sink me. So I like my special stuff. Tell you what, just because, like, I mean, it's what? It's 1400 gil to teleport back there and like to Limsa and back. I might as well just glamour. Making quarter, there it is. Cool. Go stand at the destination. Here we go. Right, yeah, let's see what's going on then, because I'm not sure about them. Especially when we have Alphino, Yustola, and Thancred with us. Sunbucks, I brought reinforcements. Yeah, I can see that. Ironvold told me of the arrival of unexpected guests, and I agreed that it would be prudent to call upon Yustola and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I'm not familiar with the Kulana tribe myself, but Alisay's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races, despised this in fact, even compared to the other Anata. Indeed, it is this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lys was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Yustola and I can stand guard without, so that leaves the three of you to keep watch over the proceedings and the throne room itself. Understood. We should join General Alden inside then. Sunbucks, do you know of the rear entrance of the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. Okay, cool. I can mount here, so I might as well mount. Can I get to it through this way? I should be able to, shouldn't I? Yeah. Interesting. I reckon that we are going to be entering a synced area soon, so... you know, that's my thoughts. I suspect that there is definitely something weird going on here. Can I get through here? Yeah. Just a resistance guard. Hey. You're the Scions, miss. General Alden left orders that you ought to be escorted inside. If you follow me. Yeah. Here we go. Hey, Lys. How you doing? Ooh, hold on a second. Oh, no, never mind. No, wait, hold on a second.
Thank you all for coming.
This is where we fought Xenos, wasn't it? But I distinctly remember Mr. Strange Guy streaming a fight here. And it wasn't Xenos. Or was it? Maybe it was.
I am Lys Hext, and I speak for the Resistance.
I'm not sure if we're going to be fighting something here at all.
Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in?
So, what?
For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
There we go. The government. Nice. I'm still not too sure about the Ananta though. Oh, she literally went on the floor. Okay, sit around in the circle on the floor. I thought she was going to have a table and chairs moved in, but fair enough.
Expertly done. Lys has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
Yeah.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
Here we go. Oh.
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi!
I had a feeling that would go a bit weird.
Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage.
So, now my question is, how is she doing this without crystals? Oh wait, hang on a sec. Are there crystals here in the room? Now that's on lease.
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
That's what I'm wondering.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Yeah, so he's got the echo, hasn't he? So he can actually fight. You can't. Okay, that's good. But unfortunately, I don't think that stops the Primal. Right, everyone needs to get out. So are we actually going to fight it right now, or is it going to be like a dungeon trial? What's going on? Level sync? No level sync?
God damn it! The guards were already turned!
Oh.
Fools!
No, you don't!
Oh.
The Kalyana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvald to shield us.
I feel a bit sorry for him because it's like we have the Warrior of Light and Arenvald. Bless him.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
Come on, what are you gonna do?
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Where are you going? You're gonna bop him? Nope, he's gonna bop him.
Yeah, whatever she's about, she'd best make it quick.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Right, what's going on with the Primal?
Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
I hope it's not level synced. Oh, it is, you bastard. Right, how do we fight it without leaving our allies wide open? We can't stay on the back foot forever. No, damn it. If we think like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light on my side. We can do this. Isn't that right, Sunbucks? Use the duty action deflect to dissipate the Aether spheres Lashmi releases during the battle. Okay. Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an Aether sphere will result in failure. Proceed. Okay. This should be interesting. I'm hoping deflect is an AoE. Oh, I've heard this song before. Right. Okay, cool. I really should have enlightened before I did this. Okay, so seeing as you are focused on standing forward, I will. Oh my god, there's like no. There's loads of them. Come on, Orenvold, get it.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
Can I get these guys? Probably shouldn't really. Probably really be focusing on that. What in the world is that? Are you gonna? Is that? I reckon I'm gonna step into it and I'm gonna miss it. Right, deflect. Oh, I don't like that at all. Deflect. Magic. No, don't cast it again. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're useless. Sort it out. Oh my god. No, you deflect. Oh my good lord. No, 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 no. Holy smokes. Deflect them both, please. I don't know if I got that one. No. Shoot. Okay, it's fine. I got this. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we can do it. Absolutely. No, we're not changing the difficulty, shut up. I think that's the first time I've ever had that option. Right. Right, am I actually supposed to defeat Latchme? That's the question. I think so. Right, Ironvold, you are being useless. Please help. I don't even know if Ironvold can. I think he's helping. He's helping. He's just, you know, a bit slow about it is all. Again, I did not use bloody.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
Yeah, shut up. Hand of Grace, what's that do? Oh, that's this one. Okay, I don't care about that. It's whatever. You can summon that all you want. I'm just ignoring it. Because I'm going for these. Oh my god. Right, I got it. 92%. Oh my god, this is not going well. Well, deflect. Get it, get it, get it. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Get all of those noise. Uh-oh, getting a bit close over here. Let's get that one. There we go. Get that one. And then let's get that. Nice. That's what we're talking about.
I shall free you from your hate.
You can do that if you want, but we're just gonna deflect all your aim. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Ironvold bud. Come on. Help me out, please. Jesus Christ. It's a lot of Aether spheres. I don't like that at all.
God damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Yeah, exactly. Can you get those guys out? Jesus Christ. Come on, Lise. What are you doing? Help us, please. Oh! Didn't call that.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Yeah. Okay. I would never have called it. Let's go. Do we not have to worry about? Oh, we've still got deflect. Oh. Oh, and all health reset. Bastard. You can do whatever you want to, like, drop stuff on me. Leave me alone, Faerie. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's a stack on me. Everyone's stack on me. It's weird seeing, like, actual dungeon and, but, like, you know, boss mechanics being used on, yeah, it's really weird seeing boss mechanics used in a non-dungeon, essentially. Oh no. Oh no. I need to run, yeah. So what do I do? What do I do? Do I need to use deflect? Like, what's going on? No, run. What? The envoy is under care. Okay, go on up now. I take it this is like unprecedented stuff. Like we've, you know, because obviously no one should be fighting primals unless they've got the echo. Yeah, these guys are sticking around. I wonder if it's because somehow we've discovered essentially that we are able to sort of deflect. Well, obviously, like we're able to deflect it, aren't we? Oh no, is that a stack? I think I just saw a stack marker, didn't I? Or did I not? No, I don't think I did. I was going to say that's a bit deadly. I was just realised I have my freaking fist of fire on. Jesus Christ. What's great is our involves basically a tank. It's great. Oh! Can't move. She's going after Lisa and Robin. Yeah, because... Oh, you bastard. Where's my mouse? Oh, that was easy. Come on. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh. Right. Deflect. I think I missed some of them. Yeah, come on, Ironbolt. You're going to have to do your bit, bud. Deflect those two, please. Yeah, there we go. Deflect. Deflect. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that active time maneuver was pretty easy to be honest. So, yeah. Oh. There we go. Finally.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
No. Oh, okay, I can't avoid that. Oh, get into your bubble though. But yeah, so obviously we can essentially shield them. So that's really cool. So I don't think I get the feeling that this has never been done in the history of Eorzea, I'm guessing. Oh, bloody hell. It's this thing again. Ow. Here we go. Right, Hand of Grace. Oh god, is that the one? No, it's fine. Oh shoot! No, I'm so dead. Okay, I didn't actually die. I didn't take any damage. Okay, fair enough. No complaints. Oh, bit of the fire, nice. I thought I was going to be dead then because it was a stack marker on Faerie, I think. Wasn't it? So, Oh, this is the AoE where we've got to get inside Faerie's bubble. %. We're doing alright so far, so this is going well so far. Right. Forbidden Chakras ready. There we go. I was going to say it's like one attack off basically. So that's good. One. Alluring Arm. Is that the... Oh, that's the one. Yeah, it's that one. Bloody annoying that. Ow. Ow. Why did I stand in that? Right, we seem to be doing alright so far. Oh, what's that? Chanchala. What's that? What's that? What's that? Nothing to be too worried about. Oh, okay, yeah, it's inside. Yep, Vidala, gotcha. Oh, Forbidden Chakra, nice. Use that. Oh, I think I've just realised what's going on. Okay, so I get the feeling that from this point on, Lakshmi will... I'm not sure. I was going to say Lakshmi will essentially continue draining Fidola's Aether, but we don't seem to be able to kill Lakshmi that quick, so I'm not sure what's going on. Are we supposed to dispel or something? Deflect? I'm going to use it. Yeah, she's like, you need to kill her now, but she's lost like not even 1%.
Here it comes!
Oh, is... So Lisa's doing limit break. Lisa's limit breaking. She's going to one-shot her. Well, I guess technically... Oh, yeah. She did like 20% damage. Effectively, it's a 5-shot. Whatever. Lisa, if you could have just done that 5 times, but from the beginning, we would have been golden. Thanks. Levels no longer synced. Smashed it. That's right. You die. Oh, sorry. You don't die. You just turn back into Aether. Because the primals don't die. Not really. Bye. They just disperse. See?
We did it! We beat her!
Yeah, Ironmold, you're right. Is this your first primal? Look, the rest of us are like, what's wrong with you? This is like number 20. Oh, what's going on here? Getting another echo vision. Oh, we're going to see what Lise did. Here we go.
What is this?
Yeah, what is this?
I'm only going to say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Does she know how Xenos died? Like, does she know really? That's my question. Interesting stuff. There we go. That's why she's here. Why'd you come back in? Like, you don't know it's safe.
Seven hells. It's her. The Butcher.
Oh, I just realised this puts them all in an awkward position, doesn't it? Because they all hate her. They want to kill her. But then she just saved their lives. Oh. Oh. She's getting an echo vision.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
Aww.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive.
You just saved your life.
But I will thank you.
That's fair enough.
For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Aww. Bless. It would be like a real twist if it turns out in Shadowbringers she becomes an ally, like a real ally, like part of the Scions or something. That'd be weird. But yeah, that could be cool. Well fought, Sunbucks. Arenvold. That was a near thing. Aye, our stand against the Quailana would have been brief, indeed, had you not volunteered for guard duty. We've been enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous a primal can be. I should have... it's my fault, my stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson, and watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in favour of the Quailana keeping their weapons springs to mind. A primal servant is betrayed in the Zora. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Stola. We'd appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fedola turned up. What was she even doing there? I asked her to come. It would be interesting if she becomes like a proper ally. So, you know. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Ragnfrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fedola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wants to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Fedola grew up is in partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we'd risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but we want to help people let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. 'Tis a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth taking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphino. The first step will be to get our representatives back into the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them has seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you're not interrupted. Sunbucks, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it. Thank you. Very nice. Cool. Oh, we get a nice little sort of starry scene. Oh, we're up on the Royal Menagerie or whatever it's called. And Raben just rocks up.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens.
Yeah, this is where Zunos used to come.
The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government modelled on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people.
Fair enough. There we go.
It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
Just watching Robin there, like the way he's got his arm positioned. I think, to be honest, one of the things I'd miss the most about if I only had the one arm is crossing the arms. I like to cross my arms. Like, you can't cross your arms, really. Like, you just look a bit weird with one arm, like, wrapped around yourself, don't you? It's like you're giving yourself a hug. Bless him. Oh, see ya. Bye. We're gonna get another Echo Vision. Oh! Hey, Nanamo. How are things? Should we do our secret handshake? That's all we need. Just a simple nod. And she's gonna waddle over there. Like a little penguin.
Forget something?
Yeah.
Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
Aww.
But, Your Grace...
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
Aw, bless. I'm just better.
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies.
Ooh.
So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Why is it whenever we see the two of them together, she ends up crying? Bless.
No.
Now he's going to end up crying.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Lash.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
It's going to be weird seeing these two apart.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
It's just, I'm so used to seeing them together, you know?
Yes, Your Grace.
Like, as in, I'm so used to seeing Nanamo with Raubon. But rather, Raubon with Nanamo. You know, I've seen Raven alone plenty of times, but whenever Nanima's there, you always see Raven with her. But really, like, you know, other than when you're in her quarters or whatever. I also find it funny I was still wearing that shoulder plate on the arm that isn't there. It's interesting. And there we go. Let's have a chat with Lise. Straight into another cutscene. Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Ironvolt starts getting a bit more involvement, like, from this point on. Because I've noticed this like first, like, basically patch 4.1 has been, it's like basically all about Ironvolt. Like it's his sort of journey. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a bit more involvement. Because I'll be honest, I genuinely had no idea he was a Scion up until today. Like, I genuinely didn't realise he was actually a Scion. Like, you know, we've Scions have worked with numerous adventurers, but I didn't think he was an actual Scion. So I reckon he's probably going to get a little bit more involvement going forwards. Especially seeing he's got the Echo.
And I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
He was, yeah. As was I.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest.
Oh. It's funny.
But I must yield the floor to Raubarn. He has an important announcement to make.
Well, do share.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I
That
shall
delayed
be assuming
chocolate
my
site.
father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
It's just like, you know, he gives this announcement and they're like, wow, that delay.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, Father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Like, the tone of her voice then wasn't too pleased.
Seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
She was smiling a bit, but the way her voice was like, so you're gonna stay? All right, calm down.
If he says, welcome home, Raubarn.
Oh, okay, fair. She seems like she's fine. whatever. There we go. I still reckon...
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
Yeah, I reckon that Lys is still going to lead Alamigo. But Raven's probably going to be put in that position that he was essentially... He's going to do the same... I think he's going to end up doing the same role that he did in the Immortal Flames. And that he's going to lead the military of Alamigo, essentially. I'm guessing. He might just become a mercenary, however. But, you know.
Either you're more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Well, when I say Lys will rule out Alamigo, what I mean is obviously her and her government, like, you know. So, yeah. And obviously you've got the House of Commons, but I think like she's going to be like the representative of the Circle, and then yeah, Raven will be like their war council essentially. That's my guess is what's going to become of Alamigo. Like I said, he could become a mercenary, whatever. But you know, I think it's about time I headed back to Rauga's Reach. What's next for all of you? Alisei will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you if you've no objections. I'd welcome the company. Sunbucks, why don't you come along to the Reach as well, once you've said your farewells to Danimo and the others? Yeah, we'll do. Upon completion of this quest, you will be able to access the palace's rooftop garden by speaking to the Royal Menagerie's attendant. Okay, then. I love how Lys left me here to say bye to Nanima, and I'm like... Just don't even say anything, just walk off. Right, let's get the Aether out to the northeastern Rauga's Reach. And that should put me near Lys. Up here. Oh, yeah. Polar bear. Here we go. Well, here we are again. Alphina has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and the joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Yostola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time, but we need to be careful to keep a closer eye on the Kaelana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me of just how far apart our kinds still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Kaelana's movements at all times. My parents would be relieved to hear that. What are the plans for the rest of the resistance army, out of interest? Are we prepared for the Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What, the Bull of Alamigo? I knew it! I knew it! We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups, and when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Rauga's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance spokesperson at the time, and needed someone to take over the role when everything was in disarray, but that time has passed. When I spoke with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Raven as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to his arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. There we go. I knew he would become the war council. Hey, and we get a dress up Raven. Nice. And there we go. Waiting for another cutscene? Yes. Ooh, we're back in Othard. It's Kosetsu. I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. But their generosity ended. With our coin in our pockets for a new attire, we are doomed to look so much like Jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in the city of rich merchants. Where is he? Is he in Kugane? Who's that? Wait, no, is that... These dango are delicious. Will you have one? What's your Sue doing? More sweetbreads? I sundered my blade to secure what few coins we have. What's huh? Has she got like amnesia or something? Because she seems a lot less evil right now. Right, it's like talking to a child. Why, fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know. But I'm alive, and I must return to my master's side. Oh. Come to you, see you. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Okay. Interesting. Does she not remember who she is? Did she get bopped on the head? Weird. Interesting. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Oh, ho, ho. Here we go. With Varys. And Elidibus. Imperial Guards. Have you read the reports from first Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Xenos put to the sword? Do you not believe everything you've read? I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his heads regardless. But nay, Lord Xenos lives. I think it's a leader of us, to be honest. Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by your misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and above all accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumours. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. Interesting. Who's that? Yeah, so we knew that Varys was talking to Elidibus, and Elidibus had someone's face that Varys was a bit, "Ooh, what are you doing?" sort of thing. But yeah, yeah. Interesting stuff. Anyway, let me just quickly. What do I get? Raven, nice. That is actually where I'm going to call it for tonight. But yeah, so we are 12. Well, we've done 11 quests out of 40. We are already 1/4 of the way through post-patch content. This week, streaming-wise, I do plan on streaming tomorrow, where we're going to continue this. We're gonna we're gonna talk to Lise, pop over to Othard or whatever. We're gonna do whatever we need to do. That's tomorrow. Then Wednesday and Thursday, I do plan on streaming. Yeah, so I do plan on streaming Wednesday and Thursday, and then over the weekend I won't be streaming though. So this week coming up, it's only going to be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's the plan. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be live from 7 PM UK time. So today we started a couple hours early, just because I wanted to get a little bit of extra time in, and then we managed to get a bit of extra time in anyway, so that's good. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone, I really do appreciate it. Let me get my stream deck up actually, that'd be a really good idea. If I could control the stream, that would be great. Here we go. Right. There we go. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. And I'll see everyone from 7 PM UK tomorrow, where we're going to continue the story and push